allow Stallions now to go up to that high ground. It looks like Stallions might have just been gifted a win, and Alb might be able to line up a collat. Instead, he changes to that frag grenade, drops it down. And from this high ground, it's surely just about Alb hitting 1 or 2 shots here, and Stallions should be in a position to win this, but Crook's got to be careful. He's getting swung.
Yeah, suddenly the fight changed very quickly. 14K retreated and suddenly went round the corner.
I mean, Crook's just been saved so much and so easily by that port coming out from Alb.
Oh.
Golden with a nice little no-scope there with the triple take. He's going to find one. D-Gap. Find the kill onto Qzia from 14K. D-Gap did a good job of actually staying alive here, but at some point they're going to have to climb.
Like D-Gap initiated this whole thing, by the way. But I think the Stallions are still in such a good spot, but now they've lost their high ground.
Oh, Alb! Nearly manages to connect, slides away. Still 3 squads alive, by the way. 14K still have 1 player alive. For the high ground. Oh! Abduction comes in and D-Cap will be eliminated. The solo cannot make a hero play towards the end. Out, back up on this high ground. Doesn't even need to pull the trigger because Stallions will do the work. And Stallions will be your champs of game number 1.
You see Rambo still alive. virtus.pro still in the mix. MT, he's got a lot to prove. Was with Shopify Rebellion, now has a chance to say, again, you guys are choosing to let the wrong IGLs go. MT maybe from that low ground will pull off a miracle, but it's got to be a miracle, Mark, because that is a tough situation. But hey, high ground, they may have to drop eventually.
Forget about Rambo. Don't forget about Rambo.
Right.
He's playing for 2nd place at the moment, hoping this fight takes care of itself. Naughty's going to drop. MT gets chunked. However, Slayer makes this a little bit interesting, and Naughty's probably thinking, was that the right decision at this point?
They're forcing the res. It's a 2v2. This is interesting. LG still on top.
This is a bit of a mess. Hot Dog Mafia are eliminated, so Rambo can't do anything, but Jelly finally takes down Slayer, and LG, even though they make it look difficult, will indeed clean up these final pieces of the game, and LG will be your champions here in game 2. On to the team inside of this wall. Inferno eliminated in the meantime. And Gil just jump peeking at the moment, jump shotting. Finally going to be starting to be swung here. Sykes will go down. Gil will go down as well. Zach is now on his own jumps to try and hit the EMP, but now he has to worry about zone. ZZ will be eliminated.
Stallions still fighting tooth and nail, but 14K very healthy here, and Oblivion are still being a nuisance. This is a 3v3v3. Stallions eliminated.
From the last alive. When we talk about the Hot Dog Mafia, well, he's part of the Hot Pot Mafia, and he's going to fall as well. 14K will be your champions of game number 3 and close out World's Edge.
God, players just fell like flies then. Very difficult final circle to navigate. You really have to be having your head on a swivel there to try and get as much of a damage output as possible. Impressive that 14K stayed that healthy throughout. VP versus LG with the same comp. I can't remember what Leave No Witness have, but we're going to see 2 Gibraltar bubbles and Gibby bombardments coming down. Looks like Leave No Witness might be a non-entity in this final circle anyway, because they're being absolutely pummeled on the other side. Renatricky, the last remaining player. Will we get a straight 3v3 here with exactly the same comp on either side? Well, the answer is no, it's not going to be a straight 3v3, but it is going to happen.
And look at this, taking space, staying naughty, getting aggressive. I love this from LG. And just kind of poking the bear a little bit, saying, come out of your bubble. We're going to put our bubble down. We're going to hold this area. If you want to cross this area, you can, but do it at your own peril. Lou takes some damage. Stinger Bolt comes out as well.
Renatricky.
And that's from Renatricky trying to avoid anybody stepping into that space. But soon, Renatricky's going to be in trouble. Soon, virtus.pro's going to be in trouble because guess what? No one's looking at Renatricky. They're only looking at VP. Leave No Witness should take a 2nd place, but here comes Renatricky trying to finish off on the chaos. LG, either way, say thank you, both of you, for fighting, because all you've done is clean this up for us to take the win. What? Yet virtus.pro somehow get it? Dan, what happened?
Smokes go down just to create a little bit of vision impairment on the other side, but it looks like best position at the moment is LG, and they can rain terror from above.
They certainly can indeed. Zach Mazer goes down. Jelly with the Sheila. And now just waiting for the bubble to go down. There's only 2 players alive, 1 on either side for LG to deal with. MT and Guild. A little bit of a standoff between the two of them. ZZ eliminated. LG now just needs to deal with MT. And MT will be dealt with. LG, the champions of game number 5, but once again, a phenomenal game of Apex here in Americas today has not disappointed.
I mean, it's happened again. It's LG and VP. LG get their revenge. And this comp, maybe we found some money with this comp. And I think that we might see some changes come in when we look tomorrow with Stormpoint, because it's by no matter of luck that we've seen two of the same composition get to the final circle both times and get to the final 3 both times as well. Expect more of this comp tomorrow. So in terms of comps, 14K do have the ability for a bang ultimate here, and it has just come in, and it will be tossed straight down, but they have to push in, and they will take down at least one from Shopify Rebellion.
I mean, Shopify Rebellion somehow are making this ugly, making this difficult, and Zainu might be able to get second place. Yes, indeed he does. So Zainu saves the day overall, not just in that play for Shopify Rebellion, but it's been the VP story, and virtus.pro will sign off today with a win in Game 6 and a win in the overalls as well. What a day for VP.
And for MT to do it against Shopify Rebellion in those final moments as well is always going to add just that extra sweet taste to victory. As virtus.pro close out with 89 points. I had to lean over and zoom in with my face. 89 points on the board.
Now start to look at utility as well. You can see that because Atenum and Kaina were trying to pop out excels, they did have the EMP available, and they also, with the OXL, might be pretty close to getting the Caustic ult available as well, which is certainly going to help them not just stay alive, but potentially pick up more KP on the teams as they leave these buildings. But look at the angles being taken by Go Next here. They know that they have an opportunity for some KP here, and the Caustic Gas will grab one of them here as No-No will go down.
This should be easy for Go Next. It's going to be so difficult for whatever team survives this to take the fight, because you're going to be weak, you're going to have lost players, you're going to have lost health. And now Go Next will push in, and they secure a victory that is well-deserved after a very aggressive game, but aggressive at the right times. They took fights against teams that they felt were in weaker spots, and they find themselves in one of the most dominant positions for the endgame. And you can see they are rewarded with 30 points in Game 1. That is massive.
Na'Vi just got on Killer Whales eliminated in the meantime as well. Billy just waiting and seeing if he can peek. Those shields are regenerating for him. He's going to have to stick this barrier again. Does manage to get it off in the meantime. Trojan is down to Kaina. As we have 3 squads now remaining as Plot will be eliminated.
This nade could go kill Billy right away. He's not looking. He's throwing it away from the Watson gen. That is saving Billy's life. It could give him a placement point as well. Billy goes down. It's on Dogs who fall. It's Trojan and VCGO. It's a walk in the park for VCGO as they take game 2 in EMEA from the backside. And boy, oh boy, start doing push-ups and backflips to celebrate.
I did the same thing myself. Unfortunately, I was off camera, but I can guarantee you that 100% happened.
Go Next, we're having a few pop shots over towards Zipline Mafia as well, as these 5 squads are all trying to work out how they best plan getting to this circle. It is going to be closer to Alliance as they do find the solo from SPS. And now Go Next are sending it!
Effect gets one, Hackett gets one as well. It's a 1v1 on top of the mountain, and it's Alliance who will lose it. Go Next, win that fight, but now the Zipline Mafia. They arrive on that zipline to try and whack the remaining members off of this high ground. Kaina takes some damage from this Mastiff. Bitu gets the armor swap as well. We will look for those finishes just to make sure those reses cannot happen in this endgame as we find ourselves at 3 squads, but not 4 squads apart from Zipline Mafia. He's going to be popping that battery. PK still in the hand here. Vixus, he can play a little bit of a wider angle here on the Pathfinder. He's actually going to get really aggressive here. I'm not sure if I like this play. There's aggression and there's recklessness. And Zipline Mafia, who probably thought this is going to be an easy endgame for them, now starts to struggle.
Kinda is still alive as a solo, by the way. Do not forget about that. Go Next still have a chance in this game, with this fight being extremely messy at the moment. Zipline Mafia have stabilized somewhat, though. And maybe they've done just enough after a little scary moment.
Still 3 up here. It's Trojan with a solo, Go Next with a solo, and Zipline Mafia with all 3 up. The numbers heavily in their favor, and now it's just a matter of waiting.
Who gets second?
Kind of gets spotted out. He's going to go down. No will be very, very happy with that. Go Next eliminated, and finally Zipline Mafia will close out game number 3 and close out World's Edge for today.
Pathfinder? What the heck? Well, it works out for Zipline Mafia. It allowed them to get to that high spot.
He's got the Kraber, but he chooses the battery, the infinite battery amp as well. He's not going to run out of those as long as he keeps 2 in his backpack, which is huge here because you can imagine how much damage he's taking off of little things, little ultimates from Sparrows, little knuckle clusters, grenades, and he's going to use it and abuse it here. 60, a 150. Shalala eliminated, but not without a scream into the wind and taking 5th place.
Well, look at this Zip now as well to take position. You can see Taskmaster and the rest of the squad have been able to find a great position, but now Pot also trying to move on in, and we'll find a Newcastle wall to work with as well. So Pot have done so well at being able to command space. The Dark Veils almost helped them move in, and they've created a 360 barrier around them. The question is, can they hold on to it? Because Go Next do have an angle from height. They can maybe tickle them, they can prod them, they can deal damage to them here.
Go Next and look phenomenal across the board. Now they've got a chance to really do the unthinkable, which is win 2 games in EMEA over the course of Split 2 in 1 series, but it will not happen. VCGO might be the ones to do it, but again, they lose Babylons. Can they close out with Levi? It seems they will in VCGO. They take their 2nd win of the day, and they break the curse in EMEA. They are on top, baby, and that's how they like it.
Priestess desperately trying to set up some walls here on the rampart as well. She is going to be ready to go if needed as well. Everyone somehow survives here.
I love this from Pot, though. They've built a fortress in the middle of the map, but now the castle wall's gone down. They are vulnerable, but eyes are being trained elsewhere. Still 5 squads now. Alliance get eliminated.
Faye's gone as well. VCGO sticking the rest of the moment. Babylons won't be able to get back to his feet, though, and they're going to be down to 2. As they will use the portal to go back inside of this building. But with the finish coming in, they're not going to be able to survive. VCGO will go down. Pod now trying to move in. O'Rain trying to be a hero here on Newcastle. Gets his teammate back to his feet, but he will go down.
MVMI still alive. Na'Vi as well, as Na'Vi now send out the wrecking ball. But I think Na'Vi maybe have not done enough. And here comes MVMI still alive.
Wait a minute. FUL gets 2nd somehow or other, but NVMI will win it. But you can excuse my surprise of the situation because the last player alive was from that phase fight that happened in the choke outside of the Trident POI. So somehow that player stayed alive long enough to take 2nd place away. But we're going to give all the credit in the world to the 3 gentlemen on your screen right now. MVMI with the win, but what a game that was. And you got to say, even though there's been big waits between games today, which is nothing we can do about it, they have been worth waiting for. These end games have been so fun. Look at FX damage. 2.7k damage. Passion will be eliminated, so it's a 3v3 here. 07 versus Alliance. The old
Alliance
boy is still standing strong.
If Alliance win this, they win the match day. It's as simple as that. They just have to win this fight, and they have the high ground. They have the abilities. They have the castle wall. They've got everything they could need to win.
Couple of ult excels are going down. Effects probably going to pop those to try and get that mother load back. The gimme bubble is about to expire. 07 a little bit lost here. They're taking damage. And now Unlucky says the damage is enough for us to move in. There's 1. There's 2. The late show from Alliance once again secures them the win in game number 6 and might have just done enough to take them into the 1st place in the overalls.
It does just enough. I think they win by 3 points in the end. The 3 kills they had got prior just gave them that chance.